Teeth need to be cleaned every day, just like you bathe every day. If you don't bathe, you kind of feel funny when you're going to bed. You know, you feel like you're going to bed with all the sweat, you know, that you've accumulated during the day. So teeth need to be brushed. They need to be brushed in the morning, which most people are used to. Well, let's talk about the evening, because it's the end of the day. Many people don't brush at night. They'll bathe, but then they don't brush their teeth. It's like going to bed with part of your body not cleaned. And when it comes to brushing, I've found that many people do not brush properly. They don't follow proper technique in brushing. It's just a ritual of putting a toothbrush in the mouth and spitting out water, and the fellow thinks they're brushed. The teeth need to be cleaned very well. If I may just demonstrate. During the day as we eat, you'll find that by the end of the day, if you pass your tongue over your teeth, there's some roughness, there's something which you know should not be there. It's called dental plaque. It's a mix of protein, substrate, food substrates, and so it's some sticky stuff. If you scrape your teeth, you'll get something whitish on the teeth. Now that needs to be removed, because that is the media for bacteria. That's where bacteria hide, and these bacteria are harmful to our teeth. So onto their gums as well. It's important when brushing that each area is given enough strokes. And typically a brush will cover 2 or 3 teeth. So if you just do this, you have not brushed at all. So you need to go very sequentially. Each area is given like 15 strokes, and you may initially begin to actually count 1, 2, 3, 4 until you get to 15. Then you move to the next area, then you move to the next area. Very systematically work your way round the arch, then inside, same thing, and then the biting surface. Most decay starts in the biting surface. So at biting surface, then you move down and do exactly the same. Move from the outs, follow a pattern. Follow a pattern, then go inside, then the biting surface, and then the tongue. After brushing properly, you need to floss as well, because if you don't floss, then the areas between the teeth where food accumulates, some people actually use toothpicks, or if there's a chunk of food there, to get it out. But those areas are not cleaned out. And the way to clean that out, the best way to clean it out, is not to use toothpicks. Toothpicks damage the gum, and they can actually lead to gum infection, even big jaw swellings because of infection. So using dental floss. Dental floss. There are different types of floss, but again, I'll need to demonstrate the best way to use it. When you're using floss, you need to pull out a long enough piece. Okay. And most people tie it on the forefinger. And that, if you do it that way, then it is not, you can't clean, you can't really do a good job of cleaning. So the best thing to do is to tie it on the middle finger. On one hand, run it over itself, like that. And then on the other middle finger, like that. Now once you do that, usually you'll have more on one hand than the other, because you keep rolling to get a fresh part. Then you are now able to maneuver it. For example, if this was my mouth and I wanted to to floss the lower, let's begin with the lower side. It's easy to do that using the two fingers, the two forefingers, to work my way that way. Let it go in, and then mechanically rub it up and down one side, then up and down the other side, and then move to the next gap like that, keeping all the way back. If you hold it that way, you can use the fingers to guide it all the way back. You don't even have to hold it now because it's already tied all the way back. So that makes it easy. Now when it comes to working on the upper side, you use the opposite hand. If you're working on the right, the opposite finger, forefinger, will guide the floss in the mouth while the thumb is outside. You can work your way all the way back, okay? And you reverse that when you're working on the other side. So all these gaps need to be cleaned.